Holy crap, it's Thursday already. Work switched me to night shift, so I start at 10 p.m. and I get home about 7 in the morning now. So that's temporary, but it's kind of screwing things up. But I wanted to say the response I got on the Warhammer 40K video, I got a ton of comments. Some were, not thought-provoking and interesting conversations. Some were just to say how stupid we are and how dumb it is that grown men are talking about little action figures. And to everybody that did respond, I want to say I really appreciate it. I don't care if you agree with me or not. Any conversation had in good faith, whether we agree or disagree, I always appreciate the discourse. I don't need you to agree with me to have a conversation with you. I do appreciate, keeping things civil. And then, I could go through the comments and pick out the ones where they're like, well, calling me names and all that kind of thing. And it's like, yeah. Some people think that it's a stupid argument because it's a stupid subject. And you could make that argument. You could say I was passionate about He-Man, the action figures, which I actually am. And they made He-Man trans or whatever. And I can make, and you could say, well, you're a 50-year-old man. What are you playing with He-Man for? That's stupid. And if it was just like that itself, you'd probably agree with you. Like, why is a grown man playing with dollies? But the point isn't that it is one thing that you're passionate about that the DEI and the far left is infiltrating and screwing up. It's that they're systematically going through every single IP that exists that we all grew up with as kids, and they're going through them one by one, and as each one becomes popular, they're sinking their claws into it and they're making these changes. And if you don't speak up ever, because the argument is it's just stupid, it's just kid stuff, it's just dollies, then we go, oh, we can't argue that. If you never speak up, then they're just going to make those changes across the board and you're going to be along for the ride. So at what point does it become more than just your hobby that's maybe silly for a grown man to participate in? When does it become like a global cultural thing? Because they're attacking the culture. They're attacking the culture systematically. They're going through everything. And so we never speak up and we never speak out, and then the argument will always be leveraged. Well, it's dumb. It's just a dumb thing to be invested in emotionally. It's stupid. Is it? When do we make a stand? When do you make a stand? When do you say enough is enough? I mean, they've already ruined everything on TV. They have already destroyed Western comic books. They've already destroyed Western cinema. Now they're going through video games, and now they're on the table games, and it just keeps going and going and going until every single thing is far left ideology and the DEI agenda. That's all that we have left in modern entertainment and media. That's it. It's all gone. You're either on board or you have nothing. We have no other options. There's nothing left. Get your rainbow flags and hop on board, boys. Pick your pronouns. Let's go. I don't know. I guess that's the argument. You can say what you want, but that is what I'm specifically arguing about. It's not about Warhammer specifically, although I do love me some Warhammer, and I wish they'd just leave it alone. All right, on to the comments. First up, 20 hours ago. I said I'm on night shift, so I'm a little bit behind. Matt C, buddy. Matt C, 4266. He writes, hey, man, I know you don't really care, but from one devil to another, it's a brain, devil dog. The disgraced one himself, I believe he's talking about our good friend Max, has recently implied that you're stolen valor and that you are using your title, which you earned and should be proud of apparently, to leech off others. I had to aware you, as I don't know about worthless banner, but stuff like this gets under my skin. Now, I haven't seen the video, but apparently Max C. Boy is bringing me up again. It just seems like it's there's like a cycle with these guys. It's they make videos about me. I I'll let one get under my skin and I'll make a comment, and then we do this back and forth thing, and it dominates like all the videos and comments, and it's just stupid. And then I go, oh, enough is enough, and I ignore him, and then that's it. And then about 3 months will go by, and then he'll start making videos about me again. Or maybe he's making them the whole time. I don't know. I don't watch them. I haven't watched this one yet either. And he'll keep going and going and going and get worse and worse and worse. And he'll say some really, really vile things until I finally give in and comment. Stolen Valor. He's done that before. I've made videos about it. I have some subscribers. Some of you guys that follow me. I served with you. You guys know who you are. Sound off in the comments. Let's hear from my boys in Romeo 511. If you guys are watching my videos, the guys I actually served with, throw a comment in there for me. I know a lot. I have at least 3 or 4 of you are subscribed that I actually served with, but I don't know if you watch my videos or you just subscribed. And I know 1 or 2 of you do because you comment frequently. So just so you, the rest of you know, there are people that I actually served with in the Marine Corps on my subscriber list, and they watch my videos. And one of them has a channel. He's got the Bible app. It's pretty damn good. It's Jason Nutt. A really awesome Bible app. I need to call you. I haven't. You've been messaging me, and I've been a bad friend. I will call you today. I promise. As far as me leeching off of people, what was it, in 2022? When I went to Worlds, I started a GoFundMe, and I got about, $900, something like that. So 20, that was 2 years ago, just for that competition. And he's still going off on that, saying that I'm using YouTube to make money. Like, dude, let it go. First of all, if I want to start a GoFundMe just for beer money, I don't drink, but let's just say beer money, I can. And if you give it to me, and I say it's for beer money, I tell you I need money for beer, and you give me money, nothing has happened that's offensive or bad. I asked for money and someone gave it to me. So what? I'm sorry you suck and no one wants to help you or do anything for you. And I know it just chaps your ass when we start these GoFundMes and people try to help us out, but what you don't realize is that people in the lifting sports help each other. We do. I'll ask for help, they help me. And then when they need it, we give back. We donate back to them, and we all go back and forth. That's how it works. You don't have that because you don't have anyone. You're not part of that. You could be, though. You easily could be. All you got to do is register for a federation and compete. Put your money where your mouth is. You hate people that compete. You always bag on Cephas and his dot score. You don't even know what dot score is. You have no idea. But you bag on that. You bag on people's totals. You're always saying that you're the best at some weird, obscure lifts that nobody else does except for you. Dude, if you want to be part of this, be part of it. Compete. You don't even have to be good. You can just do it. They take all experience and age levels, whatever. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't matter if I defend myself or not. He's gonna make videos about me, and he's gonna lie, and it's whatever. Nobody watches them anyways. Does it really matter if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it? Does anyone give a crap? Right? Here's a fun comment. This is Coward Lowry 322. Coward Lowry 322. And this is in response to the Warhammer video. Immediately shows the most sexualized women possible. I think he's talking about the models I have at the beginning of the video, where the little sexualized Sisters of Battle. Yeah. Of course. The chud incel brain pattern truly is wretched and malformed. So I don't know what a chud is, but he's calling me an incel? Do I look like an incel to you? The involuntary celibate, a person that chooses to not have sex because they can't get a woman. I'm an incel. Okay. Is wretched and malformed, huh? Seethe. He's saying seeth, so he's saying hoping that it really bothers me to the point where that's all I think about. Soon we'll have female Astartes and hopefully be free of the chuds once and for all. I don't know what a chud is. I had to approve this comment because YouTube blocked it. And I wrote, yes, you should see some of my other models. They would really make you angry. They're practically naked Eldari. I purchased video games specifically if the women are nearly naked and hot and have jiggle physics. You know, when they run their boobs bounce. I hate Western video games where the women all look like men. I'm not sure what a chud is, but if it means super strong, good-looking man with a hot wife, I am guilty as charged, baby. And I said, I'm guessing you're some kind of androgynous pronoun thing that looks like a houseplant based off of your reaction. So, is incel just an insult that they use for anybody that's like straight? Because incel used to mean those guys that, like, you know, they hate women because they try to date them but they can't for whatever reason. It's usually like a personality issue where they don't know how to talk to women, or they're that friend zone guy that you just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason, they had bad luck with women, so they just became resentful across the board, and now they just choose not to be involved with women at all. I'd be the first to admit I have problems. Like, I'm not that well put together, and you know, I got tons of crap that I need to fix in my life, and who knows, mental problems but women, it's never really been a problem for me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel you. I've got a wife and 2 kids, so at least twice in the time we've been together, she let me touch her candies and whatnot. I had to pay her. I had to beg, baby, please, for the love of God. No, I've never really had an issue with the ladies. So, incel, I don't know. That's an interesting one. Chud. Now, as far as I remember, in the 80s, there was a movie, Cannibal Human Underground Dwellers. That could be an insult, saying that if maybe you live in your mom's basement, your neckbeard, is that what a chud is? I got a beard, but it's not on the neck. It's pretty clean cut. Is that what chud is? Is that the reference to that movie, Cannibal Humanoid Underground Dwellers? So they're basically saying that the guys that are against the DEI and trans movement taking over and poisoning everything were chuds. Chud incels. Chud incel. That's what you are. Bro, first of all, you are by far the minority. Trust me. Even though you're loud and vocal and you infect everything because of like these bubbles that Twitter and Reddit and everything creates, I guarantee you are the minority. The problem is that most normal men like me don't speak up or care about this stuff. It's like, it's not a big deal to them. But trust me, you guys are the minority. If we ever did speak up and we ever put our foot down, you would find that you're the weirdos. You guys, you really are. Now, you're good at what you do, though. You're good at what you do because you guys are vocal, you guys are organized, and you systematically keep attacking until they bend the knee, and then we don't do anything because we have lives and jobs and real problems to deal with, because at the end of the day, this is just fantasy nonsense, and it's not that important. But it is important because on a global thing, like I was saying earlier, it's like each one of the issues individually is unimportant and trivial, but all together you're eradicating the culture. And that's the problem. It's like, where do we put our foot down? So, I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but it sounds to me like you're just jealous. Like, you can look at me and you can honestly say that I'm a chud incel. Like, dude, I'm fucking yoked. And I'm living my best life, you know what I mean? Like, what do you got? Next comment is Omen Lamb. Now, I'm not actually going to go into this comment because it's super long. He did a super long response, and it was to the retconning of the lore video. But, so, how do you talk about it if you're not going to read it? Well, he writes this paragraph on what his version of the problem is, and it's hilarious. It's a good read. So I'm pointing it out because I want you guys to go read it. And like, one of the people underneath commented, "Well, you wrote a book," and I'm like, "No, I actually read it. It's awesome. It's a really kick-ass comment." And I just wanted to let him know. Omen Lamp, thank you. I'm gonna post it so I'm gonna point it out so everyone can read it. You guys have to go read it on your time. It's just too long for me to. It would take me a half hour to read the whole thing and respond to it, but I do want you guys to go read it. It's pretty funny. B00T37 writes, I love the new change. Big buff muscle mommies. Hey, you know what? I mean, that's cool. Like, they already have them, though. That's the thing. That's sort of the argument, is like, they already exist. Why do they have to be in the men's only spaces? But more to that, it's not an argument whether or not there should be female custodians or space marines. It's why the motivation is the question. Like, I think it's cool too. Like the Stormcast Eternal models, they're female. I think they're bitching, and I don't have an inherent issue with there being female space marines or custodians. Like that's not the issue. Is the motivation behind the change, and that's the argument that the left uses to gaslight. Is they say, what's the big deal? What, you got a problem? No. You're obscuring the real issue, which is the motivations behind the change. Like, it's not that they made the change, it's why they made the change. And they'll do anything to gaslight and point it back to us, saying that we're bigots and that we're sexist and all that. Or what did the other guy call me? An incel chud? Smooth brain? I don't care personally. Like, if they make the models cool, I'm down. Let's do it. But it's the motivation. Why are they doing it? They're doing it because it's our only space that's left, and they're doing it because of the DEI, diversity, and what is it? Diversity, inclusivity, and equity. I always forget equity, not equality, equity. And that's the problem. And so, but they don't focus on that. They focus on the particular and not the global, if that makes sense. We say, well, why do you need to make these changes? And well, you've heard the argument. Do I need to really rehash it? And it's so, and that's what they do every time. As soon as you bring up the big picture, they go back, they point to the little thing and say, you have a problem. I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't. Want to make big old muscle mommies? I'll paint them as long as they look cool. I don't know if I should try to train now or go to bed and then try to train later. But either way, I've been up since 10 last night. So I'm going to go do something. Shower, go to bed. I don't know. I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Keep the comments coming. It gives me something to talk about. I love you guys. I will see you on the battlefield.